How's it going, guys? My name's Oliver. Today I want to talk about an interesting subject. This one's slightly different than what I normally talk about, but I do think it's appropriate considering that we're all like future entrepreneurs, businessmen. We're all looking to upgrade ourselves, become better versions of ourselves every day. And I do believe that this subject is very important. And if this is something that affects you, it will affect your performance in business. So this is something you have to take very seriously. And this subject is about building your self-confidence. So if you have low self-esteem, this will show in pretty much every aspect in your business. You know, whether it's in meetings, when you're presenting, you don't have that much conviction, you sound kind of like scared, shy, timid. Those are things that we do not want when we're presenting to potential clients. Or let's say just in general, when you're going through a hard time in your business, you might kind of talk bad about yourself and say like, oh fuck, like how come I'm not able to do it? I'm not really good. Like he's able to do it, but I'm not able to because I'm not good. If you start talking like that, it will ruin your mental health and it's going to be a lot harder to push through and become successful in your businesses and just in general in life, whatever you're pursuing. So yeah, today I'm going to explain how I overcame every insecurity that I had growing up and how I became a lot more confident over the years. I'm not perfect. I don't think anyone's super confident and they have absolutely no insecurities in life. I think everyone's always a bit shaky on certain subjects. So you can definitely improve and become a version of yourself that's pretty confident and at least a better version than you were the day before, which is the most important thing, you know, becoming 1% better, working on yourself until you become the man that you want to become. So I want to start this video by giving a story. When I was in high school, I was very insecure about the way I looked, more specifically kind of my muscular body shape. I was like very skinny. I had basically skeleton arms. So that was something that I really didn't like about myself. And I remember I used to never wear t-shirts because I didn't want to show off my arms. I would always have a hoodie on or a long sleeve on. And during winter, that was fine. But in summer months, that was kind of weird. You know, I was that kid that in the middle of the summer, I would have a hoodie on or a long sleeve on. Or even in PE, I would have a long sleeve on while we're playing sports and like sweating our asses off. I would be there playing with a hoodie or something like that. So that was kind of like my insecurity that I had when I was younger. I don't know exactly what triggered me to do this or what happened, but I basically made this realization that, yeah, I'm insecure about, let's say, my arms, but if I don't do anything about it, then nothing will change. I will always be insecure. So I'm like, instead of just complaining, being shy and trying to hide it away, what can I do to fix that insecurity? And then right away in my head, I knew what I had to do, and I started working out. So that's exactly what I did. And magically, after a couple of months, my insecurity completely disappeared. Now all I do is wear t-shirts. Well, now I don't have a t-shirt, but look, I have a tank top, and like I'll wear a tank top in public, and this is something that I would never do if I was younger. Like my younger self would never like wear a tank top, never wear a t-shirt. So for me to be doing this, it's like very, it shows like how much I leveled up as a person, as a man. And yeah, that's kind of how I overcame my insecurity. Afterwards, as I was growing up, my insecurities kind of became my like status, money, like everything that's related with business. You know, I would see like these young kids on YouTube, these rappers, you know, these relatively young people making this crazy amount of money. And I would always say to myself, I'm like, how come I'm not able to do this? Why am I working at Costco part-time, making minimum wage, when these kids are making millions and millions? Like, why are they able to achieve that and I'm not able to? And that really made me insecure about myself. So instead of just complaining and watching videos and being sad, I said to myself, I did the exact same thing. I'm like, what can I do to change my situation so I won't become insecure about that? So I'm like, obviously I have to find ways to make money. How do you make money? You start a business. What type of business do you start? And then so on and so on. And that's how I actually got into entrepreneurship, how I started my businesses. And now, like, it's still probably my biggest insecurity that I'm not at the level that I want to be, but by me actively working on that every day, it basically completely removed those insecurities, and it allowed me to become a lot more confident in myself. So I think step one is to identify insecurities, embrace them, and just ask yourself, what can I do to change them? I'm fairly certain that every insecurity that exists out there, there is a method for you to fix it. You know, if you're insecure about the way you look, like your face, you can get a new haircut, you can add on glasses, remove your glasses, grow a beard out. Like there's a bunch of stuff that you can do that can help you remove those insecurities and become more confident in yourself. And you have to realize that it's normal to not be confident in yourself. Like for me, it would be weird to see someone who's super confident in themselves, but they haven't really achieved anything significant in their life. Like, why are you confident? Like, what are you confident about? There's nothing to be proud of. Like, you haven't really put in the hard work. You haven't done anything cool. It's like, yeah, you can love yourself and you can say that I love the way I am, I'm perfect the way I am, I don't need to change. You can say that, like, you can say that if you want, but I think deep down everyone has like these insecurities, and they do want to achieve like that 1% level, you know, whether it be financially, the way you look, socially, the girls you get, like stuff like that. Everyone wants that crazy life where you're driving in a Lambo every day with a hot girl, you look good. Like everyone wants that deep down. Now, obviously, some people maybe it's not a Lambo, maybe it's just a girl, like whatever. But you get what I'm saying. I think everyone wants to level up and achieve a high level of success in whatever field they want to achieve in it. So I think it's normal. Don't be too hard on yourself. Like if you're insecure about something, you're not confident, just work on the things that are going to make you confident and insecure. Okay, don't like identify yourself as, yeah, I am a skinny guy, I am a ugly guy. Like that's just how I am, I'll always be ugly. Like don't say that to yourself. Just say like, okay, right now maybe I don't look my best, but what can I do to make myself look better than I do today? That might be changing a hairstyle. I listed the results, I'm just repeating myself, but you get what I'm saying. You just have to work on those insecurities, and eventually as you're working them, you'll just forget about them, or you'll achieve a level that you're a lot more confident with. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be all for today's video. Being confident in life, it's very important. It's gonna help you achieve different levels of success in your life, and honestly, just work on them. Okay, whatever you're insecure about, you're not confident about, just work on them. Eventually they'll go away, you'll be happy with your new self, and you'll keep building up. And honestly, I believe that no matter how much success you get, no matter how confident you become, there's always going to be something that's going to be annoying you. There's always something that you're going to be like, I wish I was more like this, I wish I was more like that. So there's never going to be a level where you're going to be satisfied and content with the amount of success that you've achieved. Okay, so just realize that it's always going to be a work in progress. You just have to be positive, and you just have to be happy that I put in the effort today so that I can look better tomorrow, or I can be better tomorrow. Okay, as long as you can keep that mentality that every day I'm doing something to further progress my objectives and my goals, then you should be happy with yourself. So yeah, that's gonna be all for today's video. Thank you very much. I hope you guys learned something new. This is a very important subject. If you have any additional questions or things you want to talk about, my DMs are always open. I've received a bunch of messages, I think you guys know, but for those that don't know, I'm always open to receiving new messages and new requests, and whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm basically here to help everyone. So thank you very much. See you on the next video.